Hi, I'm Lin Beizhen. With my team, Group 5, which consists of David, Jonathan, Carissa, Yang Shen, Leonard, Santosh, and myself, we are presenting to you our project titled Digitization. This project explores the difference between manual delivery certificates and electronic delivery certificates. For this project, we have included the problem description, decision alternatives, cash flow, decision analysis, key uncertainties, and last but not least, the conclusion that our team has come to. First, we will be looking at the problem description. ABC Private Limited is looking towards digitizing the delivery certificates process as the business is growing and manual bookkeeping and documentation is cumbersome and inefficient. The current workflow process chart shows that the technician completes a job and fills up a delivery certificate and gets the customer to endorse on the DC. Once completed, the DC will be handed over to the manager and he verifies if the DC is filled up correctly before handing it to finance for billing purpose. The current assumption for ABC Private Limited is that there is a total of 200 staff, with 50 requiring to have access to the e-ticket. Audits for the company are conducted on a yearly basis and requires at least 5 years of records. ABC Private Limited is also willing to not retain previous data archives of delivery certificates as it has minimal disruption to the company except for the last 5 years. The project timeline is forecasted to be completed in 5 months. Thank you. I will hand over to my teammate, Jonathan, now to carry on the presentation. Jonathan, please.
Okay, thank you, Beizhen, for the time. So now I'd like to talk about decision alternatives. Decision alternatives includes 4 different alternatives that ABC Private Limited can use in order to go digitalized. 1, which is to remain the manual traditional way. 2, leasing third-party software. 3, creating app in-house. And 4, customized application via external vendor. So let's now look into the manual way. Doing the manual way means that ABC Private Limited will not be making any changes to its current practice, which is to manually write down and store the DCs. However, this means that ABC Private Limited will require more manpower to manage documents and also maintain the upkeep for the sub-costs such as maintenance of printers, toner, paper, and transportation to extra space. Next, I'd like to talk about leasing or renting the software from a third-party source. ABC Private Limited will be able to lease the required applications that are available in the market. And this will enable the company to have access to higher standard equipment and also save time on the implementation as the service is already available. So this will have a monthly cost incurred for the service and not necessarily that the software will fit the company's requirement. So looking into this third-party source, we found 2 that are that can be used by the company. 1 is Microsoft, 2 is Tripod. Next, we'd like to look into creating app in-house. ABC Private Limited can develop their own application for the business and the company. Then they'll be able to hire their own IT team to develop the customized software. However, the time required to develop software is still unknown, and it will incur additional maintenance costs as well as research and development costs. Next, we would like to talk about customized application by external vendor. So by engaging this vendor to develop software, the external vendor will be able to tailor the software to the needs of the company. This option usually incurs a one-time cost and also subsequent maintenance costs for the software. Okay, that's all I have here. I'd like to pass the time to Yang Shen. Yang Shen, please.
Hello, this is Yang Shen. It is a great honor to share with you about the cash flow model for each alternative based on base case days on page 5 of the PPT. The study period is 10 years for all of these alternatives. Proposal A is standard for alternative 4, remaining the traditional way. In addition to the storage rental company, ABC also has to rent the rack to facilitate the storage of the document. The initial cost is 46,496.52 Singapore dollars. The annual cost is 46 1,365.32 Singapore dollars for subsequent years. There will be a refund of 1,084 Singapore dollars in the end of the study period. Proposal B is standard for Alternative 1. This is reading the software from a third party. There are two suppliers. The first one is Microsoft and the second is Track POD. We prefer Microsoft as it is preferred. The cost of the first year is 2,000 Singapore dollars. The annual cost for the rest years is 1,680 Singapore dollars. The cost must be paid at the beginning of each year. Proposal C is standard for Alternative 3. Customized application by external vendor. The initial cost for software is 44,000 Singapore dollars. The operating and maintenance cost for the project is 3,000 Singapore dollars. It is a one-time cost and must be paid at the beginning of the project. So there is only one cost, 47,000 Singapore dollars in the year 0 of the cash flow. Actually, there is one more project, Alternative 2, creating software in-house. Company ABC has to hire IT team and create and maintain the software. The total salary for IT team is 28,000 Singapore dollars per month. Based on how expensive it is, Company ABC cannot offer it, so this alternative is discontinued. Finally, we have calculated the present worth of the balance three alternatives. The present worth of A is 313,097.56 Singapore dollars. The present worth of B is 11,675.16 Singapore dollars. The present C is 47,000 Singapore dollars.
Hi everybody, I'm here taking part in the decision analysis which derives from AHP, also known as analytic hierarchy process. You guys already know our project proposals which earlier explained my teammates. We have three alternatives here. Proposal A, manual DC. Proposal B, leasing third-party software. Proposal C, customized application by external vendor. For these three alternatives, we made some hierarchy to make weight of criteria based on experience and other sources. Now coming to the first one, lead time. Proposal A does not have any lead time because we are maintaining current setup. We all believe we can finish within 1 week, if I am not wrong. Proposal B has lead time approximately 6 weeks because of IT professionals need to create app. Proposal C has lead time approximately 13 weeks, as like Proposal B. We need to choose IT vendor. Now coming to second one is flexibility. Flexibility refers to the flexibility of editing the delivery certificates template or application format. Proposal A has moderate flexibility. Proposal B has low flexibility. Proposal C, moderate flexibility, as the application is done by our in-house vendor. So we can have good flexibility compared with A and B. Now coming to the third one, ease of use. Proposal A is high because handwritten delivery certificates. Proposal B, moderate high. Proposal C, also high because in-house our IT techs can train them. The next one is onboarding time. Refer to the time taken train employees on the usage. Proposal A is considered high. Proposal B, considered as moderate. There is training from the vendor how to use it. Proposal C, considered as moderate. We conclude that Proposal A and Proposal A has lesser onboarding time. The fifth one is accuracy. It refers to chances for error and missing out required information. Proposal A is considered low. Proposal B and C is a high. There is low chance to make mistakes when using the application. So the next one is the customer experience. Proposal A is considered low. Proposal B is considered high because the electronic DC will send to the customers directly. Seventh one is security of data. It includes leakage of data, loss of data during transportation. Proposal A is considered low and Proposal B considered moderate. Proposal C considered moderate high. Application is done in-house. Low risk data of leakage and loss of data. The final one is retrieve of data. Refers how to easy the data can be retrieved from stack of data. Proposal A is considered low. There is need to travel the extra space manual search for the DC. However, the proposal B and C, we can add such function and also filter can be used in the application. That function can be added. We can conclude that proposal B and C better retrieval of data. After all this hierarchy of criteria, we made calculation with scoring matrix. My teammate Clarissa will explain scoring matrix. Thank you.
For this slide, I will be explaining on how we have weighted each of the non-financial factor and the cost for this project. We have weighted the score based on 1 to 10, 10 being the most important. Lead time was weighted the least important because we are assumed to have time of 5 months for this project completion. While onboarding time, flexibility, retrieval of data is rated between the range of 6 to 8 as these are non-critical factors, but it's still important as some of it are the value-added service which contribute to the success of this project. When it comes to changing the operation work processes with the use of technology,
It is important that the applications are made user-friendly, thus ease of use is rated as 9. Customer experience is a consideration that will be needed to be factored high because when technology is engaged, customers must be willing to work hand in hand. In order for them to be cooperative, the application must be beneficial to them too. Accuracy is weighted the highest because these data are subjected to billings and audit. If any of the information are inaccurate, it may result in inaccurate billings or fault and fine for a major finding during the audit. Lastly, security is also weighted the highest because the data captured such as customer details, fuel quantity, location are critical to the company businesses. It may pose threat to company if it is not well secured, like cyber security are highly emphasized nowadays. After weighting the factors, we use weighted score multiplied by each proposal details that Santosh have explained in the previous slide. Then we sum all the weighted scores. Since proposal C have the highest sum of weighted score, hence it is recommended to choose proposal C, which is to customize the application via external vendor.
From this, we can infer that for all desired outcomes, the upside potential for leasing is always greater. I'll now hand over to Tevin. Thank you. Hi, I'm Linus, and I'll be talking about the key uncertainties and risk analysis. For this project, we must consider any uncertainties that may arise. We did a one-way range sensitivity analysis to see which factor is the most sensitive one. Based on our research on our proposed alternatives, we identified two factors, and they are initial investment and annual cost. The initial investment may vary as companies might give us a different quotation based on how complex we want our things to be done. The annual cost will also vary as rental fees may increase or decrease in price due to unforeseen circumstances such as promotional price. So, we estimated the values for the best case and worst case scenarios for these two factors for all alternatives. Subsequently, we deduct the tornado diagram to see how much it affects the PW. From the diagrams, we can see that annual cost has the largest width for most of the alternatives, which also means that it has the highest sensitivity. Hence, annual cost is the most sensitive factor. Apart from uncertainties, there are also risks. For risk analysis, we deduct a mean variance trade-off. After researching, we gave a reasonable probability to the certain possible PW for all alternatives. From this, we gathered that leasing has the highest expected PW, followed by customizing application via external vendor, and lastly, remain the status quo. Variance was also calculated, and we gathered that leasing has the lowest variance on the PW. Lastly, a cumulative distribution function was also plotted. The chart shows that leasing has a first-order stochastic dominance over the rest. From this, we can infer that for all desired outcomes, the upside potential for leasing is always greater. I'll now hand over to Tevin. Thank you.
Thank you, Linus. Hi, I'm Tevin Goh from Project Group 5. And let me bring to you my team's conclusion of our findings. Based on the analytic hierarchy process, AHP analysis, we have identified proposal C to have the highest weighted score amongst the three different proposals. Proposal C being the customized application via external vendor. This scoring considers not only the financial perspectives of the proposal, but also the non-financial benefits that it may bring about to ABC Private Limited and its customers. Proposal C has also satisfied the main requirements that have been stated by ABC Private Limited, which is to get the proposed system live and operational within the proposed schedule of 5 months, and willing to only keep the last 5 years of delivery certificates in its archives, which is an audit requirement. You may now be wondering, why are we recommending Proposal C despite it not having the highest present worth? Despite Proposal C for not having the highest present worth, PW, and it also having the longest lead time, it is still chosen as even with the longer lead time, it still fulfills the 5-month schedule given by ABC Private Limited. And since the cost of setup has been considered with the use of the AHP analysis, and it has still managed to be the highest weighted proposal among the three proposals, therefore we have chosen to be in favor of Proposal C. Furthermore, if we were to assume that with the digitization of delivery certificates, the company will be able to utilize this system until the end of time, it will bring about more cost savings to this company, as it does not require yearly O&M costs as compared to Proposal B, which has a better PW than Proposal C over a study period of 10 years. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and this is the end of Group 5's presentation.